welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today in the booth we've got a couple that I've actually been looking forward to getting for quite a while now, the Cybertronian villains that are known as the Clones. So we've got Pounce and Wingspan in the booth. As always on my channel, let's start by taking a look at the packaging, and this is a really nice looking packaging. You've got Pounce and Wingspan there in their alt modes, full beast mode there. Then you've got Earthrise, Transformers War for Cybertron, Cybertronian villains. It says Wingspan here, and Decepticon Pounce here. Interesting, they've got Decepticon Pounce and then just Wingspan here. Interesting. Then at the top here we have Transformers, Galvatron, and the Decepticons logo. Then around the back we have Wingspan here, who transforms in 7 steps into the bird thing. Then we have the Cybertronian villains, and then we have Decepticon Pounce here. Again, they call them Wingspan and Decepticon Pounce. Interesting. And he turns into his wolf type creature there. Then on the bottom we have all of those gubbins. We have a mini tiny Earthrise, probably the smallest Earthrise pictures I've seen. And then on the side we just have a picture of the Ark, which I don't think we've seen before, which is nice, quite interesting to see the Ark there. But we don't have any artwork on the side. Obviously they've got them on the front of this box. We do get a backdrop that came with these guys, again with the Decepticon logo, and here it says, when we stick the red visor on this one, we see Aquatron on this one. So again, we're not sure what all of this kind of stuff means. Planets they'll visit, who knows, but yeah, that's Aquatron that it says on there. And they come with destructions, teeny tiny destructions as well with this one. Very small, very simple to transform, these two. All in all, not bad. Really nice box. I love the artwork here on the front of this box. Now let's take a look at the main events themselves. So this is Pounce and Wingspan in their alt modes. Very simple alt modes here. They were always going to be when we saw the kind of product shots and everything, but I honestly thought they held together a little bit. Wingspan holds together quite well. Pounce, yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. So let's take a look at Wingspan first. Let's start with Wingspan. So we can see here, nice molded head on Wingspan, with a nice flash of red going through the eye there. You go down the bottom, you can start to see exactly how the transformation occurs. You just tuck that up and then the wings just kind of tab in at the side here. All not too bad. Lots of molded detail. You get a little bit of articulation here on the wings, but not really anywhere else without undoing the tabs that are connecting these wings. So yeah, you can move the legs about a little bit. The head doesn't turn, the mouth doesn't open, the tail articulates slightly, but that's pretty much all you're gonna get with this figure. So now let's take a look at Pounce in his bot mode, and this really is yeah, a bit of a dodgy one. He's got some nice molded detailing in on his face. If my camera can focus, he's got a nice, again, red flash coming through the eyes. Nice detailing on his legs and also on the back panels here. Underneath you can see the transformation, and then you can kind of see the top here as well. But for me, this is kind of where it all falls down, because the arms, there's no tabs on the arms to kind of put them in. There's like a tab here maybe at the back, but there's nothing for it to tap into anywhere, so these just kind of hang loosely. The legs are here, but it's kind of all over the place a little bit. It doesn't hold together well in this form. There's no head articulation There's no mouth articulation again, which I would expect some mouth articulation on this figure. You get some leg articulation on this one here and here, which is good, and on the back you get some articulation here and some toe articulation. So posability on this guy is a little bit higher than Wingspan, but not a whole lot. I have to say I expected a little bit more. So now for comparison, let's bring in some other Transformers. So here's Cliff Jumper. So you can see that Pounce is about the same size as Cliff Jumper lengthwise. These two are very similar in size-wise. Take them away. For the second comparison, I've just had to move everything out of the booth for a second because I was just getting too much light bounce there. But you can see how these guys actually are against a G2, and you can see it's a similar size Pounce, and they scale quite well. They're just bigger than the kind of deluxe size Sideswipe. So transformation time, and we're going to start with Pounce. First thing we do is fold the legs here back and fold everything in. Turn the arms round, bring them down, fold the feet in, and then just bring his leg round and bring his leg round, fold what was the tail up and bring the head down. Spin the head around, and then once the head has been spun around, we have our first one of the clones transformed perfectly. And then we do the same for Wingspan. So first of all, flip the head over. This one you need to just untap here, untap here, bring everything down, fold this wing up, fold this wing up, and then turn and fold the arms in, and then these just kind of sit on the back there, and then spin his head round, and you have the other clone transformed. So there's Wingspan and Pounce fully transformed into their bot modes. So in bot mode, these two look a lot better, I think, than the alt modes. The articulation here is pretty good as well. Let's take a look at Pounce first. Obviously they're both very similar. Pounce's head is nice silver face there, kind of a whitey creamy helmet with the red eyes. His Pounce logo here, Decepticon logo on the bottom. Nice molded detail. I really like this kind of turquoise that goes through these figures. It's purple hands, and then lots of molded detail here, and again with the feet. Falls apart a little bit at the back. It would have been good if this kind of folded all the way up, but it doesn't. It just kind of comes to here, and then you put it to there. Would have been nice if they'd found a way to make it go all the way up. That would have been cool, but instead we just kind of left with this little dress, I guess, at the back, similar to Scorponok's head. And then you just get some little hollow details here as well. So not bad articulation on this dude. Full 360 on the arm, full 360 at the elbow. No articulation on the hand, but you do get an up and down. And then on the legs you get a nice kick and a nice side kick, and you get an overextend if you really need it. Both of them have this because they're clones, even though only one is for the transformation, and that's Wingspan's. Will he ninja kick his brother in the face? Probably not. No, he won't do any kind of ninja kicking. So that's Pounce. Same for Wingspan, with them being clones. Obviously the faces are identical here. The molded detailing is also identical as you go through it, apart from when it comes to where all the transformation pieces sit. But they've tried to make it as close to each other as possible. We still both get this awful skirt at the back, and then you will get the feet kind of hanging off the back here as well, and the hollow parts in the head. So I won't go through the articulation on this one because it's exactly the same as Pounce's. Now for the comparison, we'll bring out first of all the G2 Sideswipe Deluxe version. Obviously this is a lot bigger than these two. These two do say that they're also, these are double packed. These guys actually don't say that they are deluxe size, so maybe these guys aren't being classed as deluxe size because that doesn't actually say it on the pack at all for these. And when we talk about the sizing as well, bring out Cliff Jumper, we know is a small deluxe, and he's actually a little bit bigger than both of these guys. If you're wondering why we didn't look at any accessories with these guys, it's because they didn't come with any accessories at all. Everything you've seen in this review so far is everything that they have come with. Final thoughts on these guys, would I recommend them? It's a tough one. I had high expectations for these two, having really wanting these two since I saw the episode where the rebirth, where they get the key, all these kind of things. So yeah, even since then I really wanted these figures, but I never picked them up. So I was anticipating these figures being a lot better than what they are. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I give them a siege weapon, they will fit a siege weapon in their hands, but they don't come with, the fact that they don't come with any accessories is a little bit disappointing. And the fact that the alt modes themselves don't hold together, they don't tab together as well as I would have liked, and you can see where they could have tabbed things in. Hasbro just seems to have decided not to have tabbed them in there for some reason, best known to them, I guess. So for me, I don't really think I can say wholeheartedly that I would pick these guys up again and recommend these to another collector. If you get them if you can find them at a good price and you want them in your collection, then yeah. But I can see why some people are now saying that these are an easy miss for those guys. I was really excited for them. I have to say that the figures in hand have been a little bit of a letdown. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you got these guys? Are you really chuffed with them? Are you happy with them? Do you wish they come with some accessories, or maybe even slightly a little bit bigger? I definitely wish they'd held together better in their alt modes. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. If you like what I'm doing around here, give us a like, a share, and a subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!